Hey, what's slicing everybody? Chris back with CAC Knives here with another knife review / knife overview. Before we get started today, if you guys like what I'm doing on a channel, you like all my cool knives, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel if you're a new viewer. And please let me know what you think down in the comments and anything I can do to improve these reviews. I will definitely take that in consideration. I just love having discussions about knives. I got a real special one for you today that I never did a review on, and the reveal for it didn't get very many views, so I figured it was better if I just went ahead and did the video on this amazing Twosun that not only is a great knife, but my gosh, looks awesome. I'll show both sides here in a second. Just to give the credit to the person that did this customization, it was Colin from Colin's Crazy Creations. This knife with the custom work was only about $200, all things said and done, which is crazy good considering what you're getting here in the customization work that went into it. Colin does awesome work, and if you've never had a knife done by him, I highly recommend you get kind of a plain titanium knife and let him just go crazy. So let's take a look at this here. I said I wanted some shiny blue and gold, and he delivered. The cool thing about this Twosun is the pivot rings are also titanium, so he made those shiny gold, and he did this kind of glitter-ish blue on this side with the kind of shiny gold background. And I told him I wanted both sides to be a little different. So on the other side, he did this kind of pattern. And man, it look super cool. I'm loving the blue and the gold. Material-wise, does it do anything? No. It's still the same materials, but man, does it add to the look value for sure. I did put some Windex on here before the video to make it look like as good as it possibly can, and then once my hands start touching it, it's probably going to look a little bit worse. It honestly doesn't dim this one down too much, but it definitely does still look better with the Windex on it. So I wanted you guys to get a feel of the look beforehand, and then we can go into the review. Okay, so what we have here, Twosun models do not have names, they have numbers, and the model of this exact Twosun will be in the description of this video, because for some reason this is one of the older Twosuns which did not have the model number on the blade, just the blade steel, which is 14C28N, which, you know what, for a full titanium knife under $100, I'm not necessarily going to be too upset with the blade steel no matter what it is, because this is a lot of titanium here for under $100, and you know, you got to kind of take that into account, right? Everything that's colored on here is titanium, so it is on bearings, just like pretty much all the Twosuns. It has very smooth action, and the pocket clip is done very well. Most Twosuns are good in my experience. They can be kind of hit or miss, but this one is super great. I really love this knife, honestly, and it's cool because this is one of Twosun's older models. Let's get some size comparisons out here. Let's bring another knife that Colin's done for me, the Kaiser Milital. This is not the mini, this is the full-sized, and as you can see, this Twosun and the Milital are about the same size. Still got to do a full review on the Milital as well, and the unboxing for this knife should have just came out before this video. This is another Twosun in my collection. This one's the TS300. This is when they started putting the model numbers on there, but it's another gorgeous knife there. Definitely larger than these two, both by weight and by size. And then let's bring out two of the most popular knives in the knife community, the Civivi Elementum and the QSP Penguin. These are pretty much standard size folders, and as you can see, the Twosun is a little bit larger than both of those. I would say about 20 to 25% larger. So this isn't your average size daily carry, but it's just a little bit bigger. Now, you do have this kind of reverse Tanto blade, and you do have a sharpening choil there, which is great. And you got a bunch of different lines on this blade, which I absolutely love, and it honestly really shines with this handle that he did for me. Gosh, it shines really well. I really love the lines on the blade. You do have a only have a one side pivot here, so you don't got to deal with the what do you want to call the pain in the butt of getting the pivot off. It is a frame lock, which is a little bit of an upgrade to a liner lock. They both have their positives and negatives, of course. And then you got the full titanium construction. Now, there isn't any milling, and that's kind of a bummer. I wish they would have milled it. It definitely could have been lighter. It's a fairly heavy knife. But it is, like I said, it's also larger than normal. Forgot to measure it here. So the blade is about 3.5 inches, tiny bit less, but cutting edge, you know, considering you got the angle going here, you're probably getting more than 3.5 inches of cutting edge. And the overall length of the knife is barely over 8 inches. So yeah, definitely larger in size. So the price for under $100, I think this thing cost $90 when I got it. You know, 14C28N is kind of a budget steal, but full titanium, I'd say that's priced pretty good. So that's pretty good. The fit and finish is pretty good. I haven't really noticed anything wrong with the fit and finish. Centering is pretty solid, actually. You can kind of notice a little on the blade there. I don't know how noticeable it is in the camera. That can kind of be in the fit and finish. One end's a little bit more angled than the other. Yeah, right kind of there. But it's not a huge deal. It's barely noticeable at all. You really have to be trying to see it. But that might be something that concerns you. Other than that, I have not noticed anything wrong with this knife. It is honestly perfect. It goes into my pocket well. You do have, I mean, you know, it'll be in your pocket about right here. So that much is going to be sticking out. But, you know, it's not too bad. And it kind of gives you, I like a little bit of my knife sticking out, not just to be able to kind of look down and see it, which is always nice for us knife guys and gals. But it also gives you a little bit of something you can grab to pull it out of your pocket. So I don't like full deep carry. It's nice to have at least a few that are full deep carry in your collection, but you know, I prefer a little bit of stuff you can grab. It's very fidgety. Like I said, it's very smooth. It is not a front flipper, so it kind of looks like it could be, but it is not. It's going to be just thumb hole and reverse flick, which is fine. I'm always fine with the reverse flick. But yeah, I think this knife is a solid, you know, 9 out of 10 before the work was done to it, and now I absolutely love this knife with the blue and the gold. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I mean, for under $100, full titanium construction, 14C28N, that is not too bad. I know it's Chinese made, but this is a great knife. I carry it all the time, and I love it, and other people love it that I've shown it to, because it just looks so cool with the custom work on it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you like this knife? Do you like Colin's work? I think he's one of the best anodizers in the market, but that's just my opinion. Do you like Twosun knives? I actually have a 6-leaf knife on the way, and it's a pretty special one, so hopefully it's the knife that I think it is. It was kind of hard to tell in the pictures because Twosun and 6-leaf are kind of, as far as I understand, they're kind of the same company, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But yeah, with that, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.